Hi guys, I hope you're doing well. Today my video is about my go-to going out hair. This is how I do my hair pretty much every time I go out. I am a creature of habit, but I'm using a new piece of equipment which I will show you. I'm going to show you how I use it, how you can use it, and just how to get these kind of soft, loose curls. They kind of join into themselves, or you could separate them if you wanted to. Just for an everyday kind of look. Sometimes, I mean, you can wear this in the day as well. It's not too outrageous, it's not too try hard. So I hope you enjoy the tutorial and it teaches you something, and I'll see you all soon. Bye! Okay, so to start with, today I've got freshly washed blow dried hair. You can easily work with hair that's 1 or 2 days old. Actually, I would say it's probably better like that because you've got a bit more, your hair's not so silky. If you're like me, I've got really straight hair, really silky. So after like a day or two, it's normally got a bit more volume. If you wanted to add more volume and if it was a bit greasy, great thing to use is some dry shampoo. This is the Batiste Light and Blonde, so this has got a hint of colour in it. Just because if you're blonde, as your hair gets greasy, it tends to get darker. Don't know if you've noticed this, so this kind of like revives it a little bit. This also adds loads of volume. They do one that's like got kind of hairspray stuff in it, so once you move your hair, it just gives it loads of volume anyway. But for me, all I did to prep my hair is I applied my L'Oreal Elvive Fibrology Thickness Creation Double Serum. I'm not sure how effective this is. I mean, I use it sometimes. I've been using it for a while. My hair's so straight, like you can't really add thickness. I've got a lot of hair, but the strands themselves are very silky and fine. But I like to give this a go. Along with that, I always use, I think it's my 3rd or 4th bottle, my John Frieda Luxurious Volume Blow Dry Lotion Root Booster. I really love this stuff. Every day I wash and blow dry my fringe, and it just keeps it in place, gives it a shape, stops it from just kind of going completely flat. And I just use it at the roots as well, and I just find, say I just do this, it kind of holds a bit of shape, and that's because of this product. So you don't need a lot. Whatever you do, don't spray loads in. You just need like a light spritz over the roots. And then finally, I always use some heat protection. This is the Schwarzkopf Crystal Shine 220 degree heat protection. Pop this in when it's wet. I wouldn't pop it in again when it's dry. Supposedly, once you put it in once, it's supposed to last, but I wouldn't put it on dry hair because if your hair's slightly damp and you're curling it or straightening it, it's going to literally frizz. You see like the steam come up, and I'm pretty sure that's not good. So that's all I do, just prep my hair. Once you're finished, if you want, you could spray some hairspray on. Say you're going for a whole night out, I would definitely recommend some hairspray. Really good for my fringe as well to actually keep it in place so I don't have to keep kind of combing it through. The one I'm using at the moment is the Fat Hair 0 Calories Amplifying Hairspray. This stuff is like super glue, so get it to whatever shape you want, whatever position you want it, and then really lightly spray it. I normally just keep doing little sprays because this stuff is ridiculous. It's amazing though, especially for an updo. I think it'd be great. It probably does make your hair quite crispy if you sprayed a lot on, but like I said, if you just do a few little spritz all throughout your hair, it's fantastic. So now onto the curling part. This is just how I basically do my hair every time I go out. I don't do like really tight curls or anything. I like them loose, wavy, just kind of girly curls. You can put hair extensions in at this point as well if you want thickness or length. Sometimes I do that. The colour I'm using is my Mark Hill Salon Professional Magic Wand. This is what it looks like. I got it for half price in Boots. It's normally about £55, so I got it for £27.50 or whatever. It goes up to, I think, 200 degrees. I normally put it on 180, and it's amazing. It does come with these weird gloves to protect your hand. I don't use that. I don't know why the shape of it, maybe because it's quite wide. I've never burnt my hand on it. I've used it loads of times, so that's really good. Just be careful, be really careful. The way I curl my hair, I'll just tell you everything I'm going to do before I actually demo it. The way I curl my hair, I do it all in the same direction. I've tested it out doing front, back, like left and right all the way across, and it just turns out horribly because they don't blend. If you want blended, wavy, curly, kind of girly hair, I don't know why I said girly, I guess curly hair is girly, I don't know. You want them all going the same way and away from your face, because if you go away from your face, if you don't have a fringe, say your hair comes down, it really frames the face, and generally that's how I like to curl my hair. Like I said, if you do left, right, they don't flow together, it just ends up being separate curls, and for me that's not what I'm looking for. So all you're going to need is a hair clip to section off your hair. Honestly, I can do this in like 5 minutes. It's so quick. I normally just section below my ear, if I show you, and then just clip that up. It doesn't need to be particularly tidy. And like I said, I always split my hair in half. So you can, if you want really tight curls, you can use really small pieces of hair. This is quite a small piece of hair, as you can see. And that'll just be my bottom layer. So all I do, hold the curler out, and the hardest part probably is going to be remembering which direction you're going to go in. Try and make it flat to the barrel, don't twist it until right at the end. And then normally I give it about 10 seconds, it's very, very quick. And this is how I do my whole head. So I'm literally just going to whiz through it so you can see, and then I'll be done. Okay, so that's the curling done, and all I do is hold it for 10 seconds on each curl, and now I look like Little Bo Peep or something. So I wouldn't recommend leaving it like this. I don't know if you like that, I don't. So what I normally do is do a Taylor Swift and shake it out. Nothing special, just shake it. One of the great things of using a curling wand is that all of your curls are going to be the same. So whenever I use hair straighteners, like sometimes some curls can be looser, some can be really tight and ringlety, and then when you try and get them to blend together, they just don't. But if you're using a curling wand, you're much more likely to find the curls are all pretty similar. You see, that could actually just be one big curl if I wanted it to, and I do like that look, to be honest. So I normally just take a brush to it, give it a little brush, get everything to blend. For me, I like it to be kind of understated. I don't want it to be massively or like, wow, I've been spending hours curling my hair. I like the curls to kind of start from, as you could see when I curled my hair, I was starting from practically the root, but it kind of drops out, so the curls end up being from just below the chin, which is, I think, the most attractive place to have them start, really, because otherwise, like I said, they're a bit too much, I don't know, in your face. So I just get my fingers involved, have a little shake about. You can see what it looks like when it's not to the front, but I normally bring it to the front. But I like my hair to be tactile. I don't like it to be really stiff and immobile. One of the things you can do now is take a backcombing brush and just backcomb your roots. Personally, I don't do that. I find it never really works for me that well because I've got such silky hair, it just kind of falls out, and the next day I end up with like mats of hair that I'm trying to brush out. But just give it a feel, see how it fits for you. Is it falling the way you want it to? For me, it is. This is how I like it. You can just brush it into one big curl. Also, brushing it makes it a lot softer, which I think is a lot more attractive than kind of harsh single curls. And then the last step, if you want to, is to just apply some hairspray. So you can make sure your fringe, whether it's like this or just bangs or whatever you have, make sure that's where you want it. This hairspray is brilliant as well. You don't even need to backcomb sometimes. If you just kind of lift your hair up where you want it, a few little sprays, see your curls, just a couple of little sprays there, and on the other side, and they will, you can see they're still mobile, but they're staying together now because of the hairspray. It's brilliant stuff. I really recommend this. I managed to get it half price as well. It's not very expensive though. You can just get it in Superdrug and probably Boots. Best places to hairspray I find are by the face. Get the shape that you want, keep it there. And that is my kind of going out, or my go-to going out hairstyle. I think it suits a lot of people, particularly for me. Feels like I'm kind of dressing up and I don't have to make that much effort because, as you could see, that was really quick and easy. Anyway, I hope you've enjoyed the tutorial. I hope it helps you. It's really easy. You can use any kind of wand. It doesn't have to be one that, I don't know what it's called, but you know, when it's bigger at the top and smaller at the bottom. You can just use your straighteners, a normal curling wand, anything you want. If you get a really big barrel though, I find that the curls, I have one of those, and the curls just turn into waves, and it doesn't really last all night, whereas this actually does. So, I hope you enjoyed watching, and that you've learned something, and let me know how you get on with your hair. Bye!